Jerks actually do a really good job of mimicking the ideal man. In fact, they do a great job of it. So a person who is attracted to a jerk, in spite of all the entreaties from friends and family and how in the world can you like this guy, well, to the person who's attracted to that jerk, he actually does appear really great. However, and Dave is going to talk about this later, that by the time the jerkness kind of appears, it's really kind of too late with regards to the brain chemistry of bonding. The reason I say a jerk mimics the traits of a quality guy is because even though the jerk has those, especially in the beginning, they come from a very different place. The two major traits of a jerk, deep down, are insecurity and self-centeredness. And those two traits allow him to at least appear quality, but when you scratch the surface, those traits almost always will emerge. It takes a while sometimes, but they almost always emerge. And that's really why we're here tonight, is to talk about those traits that inevitably emerge so that you can identify them early. Because they often do come out, but the other traits seem to be so strong that some of those other ones get ignored. You know, excuses get made, and, well, he's really pretty good, but he does this, this, and this. So we're going to talk about the 6 traits of a jerk. If you are bonded to the jerk, you've got these chemicals swirling in your head, it's very likely you're going to miss a lot of these jerk signs, so it's important to see them early before you've bonded, which means actually when you're just getting to know them, before you've even touched them, hopefully. We want to give 6 basic traits that you can identify in a jerk that'll show you kind of early on this guy's a jerk. And I'll just warn you, most jerks are going to be very smooth to you and very charming to you early on, so you might have to look to the way they treat other people, and that's something, a theme you'll see throughout this. Okay? The first trait, and remember they mimic dream guy traits, is jerks lack empathy. And we define empathy based on the way Marshall Rosenberg, who's the author of Nonviolent Communication, if you're familiar with that maybe, a respectful understanding of what others are experiencing. So in other words, does the guy respect your feelings? Does he understand where you're coming from? It doesn't necessarily mean he's going to agree with your feelings, but is he dismissive of what you're doing?